associate with the Attitude IC belt?
Umaga.
Really?
Yeah, that's the one that I went to.
He had it in his mouth, didn't he?
I always think of GM mode. I'd always put the IC title on Umaga. Umaga would always be my IC champion in GM mode.
I can't beat you on GM mode.
No, you can't.
You know, I've beaten you once.
I'm superior.
On our old channel,
Yeah.
I beat you in a version of it, but you beat me in the first time when we had... Oh, yeah. Do you know what I think of? RVD, and I think it's the same thing, but he wasn't the IC champion when I started watching, because that was Edge and then Test, but RVD had it a lot as a child, and for some reason, I think it looks really good on him, and I've always associated him with the IC.
I like the way he carries it.
Yeah, well, he was the first one doing...
Like it's a handbag.
Yeah, but it was always looped round rather than draped, and I just don't know why. I just see he is, to me, an IC champion.
Of course.
The perfect IC champion. So, RVD I'll go with. Now, what about the old IC, but became the new one? So the white Strat IC title.
I know. It's Cody Rhodes.
I also think Cody Rhodes. So that was an obvious one. I wanted to put that there just for you. Because if you don't know what we're referring to, go watch our top 10 count out. I'll put a little card here. Favourite wrestling belt designs. He has a wrestling breakdown. How about the actual old IC, so the ones from the 90s and stuff like that?
I went Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, that's a good one, yes. That's not...
As a kid, I read about how long his reign was and assumed, this guy must have been really good. No,
he sucks.
But he's always in my mind with the IC.
Perfect, Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
Every time I see the old Intercontinental Championship, my brain just goes, "Where's Mr. Perfect?" It was nearly Brett, to be fair, because that's who I see is Brett. But you know what? Honky makes a lot of sense. That might be my new association. Now you said that. Yeah, well, yeah. One of the biggest pops in wrestling history is Warrior winning that IC title. Go and watch it. But people go, Ultimate Warrior's rubbish. Well, the fans don't care. Then we move into the current IC. So we say on 3, 2, 1, Gunther! Great. The old US title, which is still the best US title, who do you think of?
MVP.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
He's what I grew up with. He was champion for like a year, and he was just always the US champion.
I can understand that, because he really was associated with that, so I can see that being the clip. That's not who I went to. I went to the first ever champion. Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I've always just looked at that title and think Eddie Guerrero, even though he had it once, and then he lost it, I think he had it for like 3 months, and that was it. My brain always just goes, that title, Eddie Guerrero. That's always just what it is. But I tell you what, MVP is probably the most associated with that title.
Ever I think of a US champion's MVP.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
get
always subconscious. It's just there.
What did he have for 300 days, wasn't it? Something
and he had the feud with Matt. It was he was.
Feud with Matt was good, but they wasted it. Should have been TLC.
Yeah.